Hi guys, it's Nick, and this is my presentation if teenagers should be able to play rated M games. Many people have been debating if kids should be able to play rated M video games. Kids really should not be able to play these rated M video games for many reasons. Violent video games are not a good influence on the kids. This is also coming from a kid that loves video games. Honestly, the biggest concern is Grand Theft Auto 5. This game contains sex, guns, drugs, and money, and stealing cars. You name it. Grand Theft Auto has anything that any criminal can do in real life. Name any single thing, and I guarantee it's in Grand Theft Auto. Since Grand Theft Auto has all of these bad influences on the game, it influences our kids. Like I said, I love playing video games, and I even play Grand Theft Auto. But here is the thing, I don't really care about the guns or the drugs or anything like that. I don't care. Honestly, the only reason I play the game is because I like buying new cars and I like doing the missions with my friends. It doesn't put a bad influence on me. I don't go out after knowing, thinking I'm gonna kill someone or anything like that. There's been multiple, cases when teenagers did this. I have to say, even though GTA is all of this, all the sex, money, drugs, killing, stealing, it's very entertaining to some kids, even me, I have to say. But then again, it's really not that good. There's been multiple cases, like I said, of kids doing these acts that have been in GTA 5. There is this one movie that they made of when a kid plays GTA 3 10 days straight, and then he steals his mom's car, gets pulled over by a cop, and then he kills the cop, and then he goes on a police rampage and he kills at least 7 cops. It's a true movie. It's called The Next Contender. Many people who think kids should play these games would use the fact that kids get way too tired playing the game and won't actually go out and do these acts. But honestly, I would have to 100% disagree because kids will do these acts. There's been cases when kids have killed other kids and they will do it. They will also say that these violent video games decreases the kids' stress and it brings out all their anxiety and anger. Honestly, if I were to die multiple times from another person playing the video game online, I would get very mad and I would honestly just get off the game and go do something else. But there's many kids who could take this into a different situation. There could be kids who get mad and get off the game and then go on a massacre. Kids honestly don't know the consequences to doing many things. Most kids are stuck up and they think that they can take anything. They think they can beat up some 17-year-old. So honestly, there will be maybe even a 14-year-old like myself who goes up to a 35-year-old man in his car and tries to pull him out of his car. Kids honestly that will try to do that, they'll honestly just get beat up and then they'll realize, but then since they know they'll lose to a 35-year-old, this makes them want to do something else. This makes them want to get a knife, a gun, something so they can actually do something worse to the person. And honestly, most of these crimes, most teens have said that it comes from them playing a video game. Like I said in the movie, The Next Contender, he said when he was getting arrested for the last time and he couldn't kill any more cops, he said, "Life is just like a video game. You always have to die some point." So obviously, this is showing that GTA does not have a good influence on our kids. Honestly, most people would say that Call of Duty doesn't have such a good influence on our kids, which is this game I'm playing right now. And honestly, I don't really see that point, but this isn't really rated M. GTA is much worse in this game. GTA is based on real life. This is just shooting people with guns, but it's not really so realistic. GTA is more realistic than Call of Duty, and most people would agree with that. In conclusion, I like to agree with most parents and say that these video games are not good for our kids. Honestly, but you have to know your kid. If you know that your kid is upset and he's depressed and he gets upset very easily, you should not let him be playing rated M games in the first place. I have to say, even though I play these games, honestly, I take it differently. I don't I know better not to go and kill people once I play a video game. I know that. That's being a human being. I know right from wrong. But sometimes these video games just have a different influence on certain kids. Most kids take things different than others, so this is the whole point why parents should know how their children will react to certain things. See, my parents know that I wouldn't react like how the kid in the next contender reacted. Most kids wouldn't react like that, but there always will be one kid like that, and we don't need a kid going on a massacre and killing cops that are trying to help us. We can't have that. So I will agree with most parents and say that their kids should not play these games, and 100% make sure if you're gonna buy the game for the kid, make sure they're ready and they're mature enough to play the game. And if you are gonna buy the game for your kid, do not let them play 24 hours a day. Let them play at least for like 2 hours and then let them get off. 8 hours a day plus, that is so bad for your kids, and plus that's just gonna give them that bad influence like other kids had to go and shoot up other people. It's not a good influence. I hope you guys enjoy my presentation. I actually did my homework for once, so Deterry, stop with the jokes. It's not like I kind of beat you at this point. So it's been Nick.